Happy Monday. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I'm sitting here with my youngest daughter, Catherine. Say hi, Kate.
Hi.
And this is her first Facebook Live. And this all came about, got inspired by her waking me up this morning at 5:30 in the morning and saying, Dad, let's walk down to the beach and see the sunrise. So we walked down, and actually there wasn't much of a sunrise because it was kind of cloudy and overcast, but we ended up taking a long walk and talking about all kinds of great things, just life, kid stuff, and then a discussion about business kind of started. And it was really fascinating because she says, Dad, it's Monday morning, it's so cool that we can be down here on the beach, you don't have to be in rush hour traffic and all that kind of stuff. I thought it was really intuitive for a 13-year-old to kind of say that. So we started talking about, business in general, what she knew, what she didn't know. And so we got inspired by this conversation and thought we would share with you 6 or 7, let's call it 7 things that kids can teach you about business. Now, some of you may have to go back to your inner youth to kind of relate, and then those of you who have children or have had children, probably can. But here's number 1. Take every day as a new adventure. It's kind of really amazing. Kids in general, they wake up, and in our kids' case, they go down to the beach, man, they just wake up, they roll out of bed, they get something to eat, and they just roll their way down to the beach, and everything's an adventure. No matter what they're doing, it's all fun. They can go from one activity to the next. And they're open. They're constantly kind of exploring. And I think in business, we've got to be constantly exploring as well, especially for those of us that are home-based entrepreneurs, and we're looking for new ideas, new ways to do things. So taking every day as a new adventure would be number 1. Number 2 would be don't be afraid to ask the question why. How about it, Kate? I mean, it's like kids when they're growing up, it's like why? You tell them that somebody do it. Why? Well, the cool thing about it is that kids kind of ask why and work their way backwards. And Catherine, you've been asking me a lot of why. You always ask me whys. What are some of the whys you asked?
Earlier today, I was asking my dad why the water was getting warmer in the ocean, and why the horseshoe crabs were up on the sand so close, and why the sea foam was coming up with the water.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of why. I didn't necessarily have the answers to them, but we kind of were like, okay, we kind of talked it through, and we didn't necessarily know the answers to everything, but the good thing is you're asking why, and that's the only way to really kind of learn. So as home-based entrepreneurs, we got to keep on asking why, right?
Yes.
So, all right, number 3, ignorance is bliss. I mean, think about that for a moment. Kids kind of, they just do things because they're not afraid of anything. You tell them to do it, and in most cases they'll do it. And once they do it, if they succeed at doing it, it doesn't hurt them. They'll keep on doing it over and over again. And I got to tell you, one of the greatest runs I've had in business over the last 4 years has a lot to do with what I call ignorance on fire. It was people just really passionate, right?
Yeah.
Really passionate about something, and just went after it. So I thought that I think that's true. I think you're not ignorant, but I mean kids are kind of ignorance on fire, right?
Yes.
So ignorance on fire, or ignorance is bliss, I think is a good one. Stress. I did a live last week about addressing stress, and I think one thing you can get from kids. Now I'm not saying kids aren't stressed out from time to time in our society, in many respects, with social media and living up to expectations and comparing themselves to other kids. Our kids can be stressed at times. But how do you handle stress, Kate? Why don't you tell everybody how you handle stress when you have it?
When stress comes upon me, I often exercise and pray, and I try not to let it get to me.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, it's easier said than done, people, as you know, letting things get to you. But it's, again, something we can learn from kids. Is if sometimes if they don't sweat the small stuff, it really helps them in the process. So appreciate you sharing that, Kate. And we've all gone through stress just like everybody else. I mean, look, we all have it. We're like any other normal family. We go through all kinds of ebbs and flows. And but the bottom line is, if you're not stressful, just have fun, right?
Yes.
This one has fun with everything. Look at that smile on her. She has fun doing everything. Show her some hearts if you're on here. Show her some hearts. She is just one ball of joy. So anyhow, number 5, I think this is an awesome one that we all learn from kids. It's about chase the dream, not the money, right? And You know, we all have dreams, and we teach in our business. We teach people, look at all the hearts coming your way, Kate. Look at that love. Look at that love. So we all taste a dream. And one thing I've certainly taught my kids a bunch about dreams. And you want to share with everybody what some of your dreams are?
I want to be happy and healthy all of the time, and I want maybe to be a marine biologist or whatever comes my way. I don't know.
You know, she's only 13 years old. She doesn't even know what she's doing to learn. But I love the healthy. I love the happy. And what have I taught you about dreams and passion and working? What have I taught you about that?
My dad has taught me that if you follow your dream and passion, you won't ever have to work a day in your life.
Not a day. You're profound, man. Whew. Anyhow, so look, kids are intrinsically motivated, right? They almost don't know any better, and they're motivated by their dreams. That's what we need to do as adults. Home-based entrepreneurs, be motivated by our dreams, okay? Number 6, I think it's another great one. Sit back and observe how kids learn and apply it to what you're doing, okay? Now, what's fascinating, we got 3 children. They all learn in different ways. All got 3 different mindsets, but this one here, the way she learns is pretty interesting. Why don't you share how you go about learning something when you're looking?
I learn by observing and listening, and then I practice what I've learned and observed, and I repeat, and that is the key to success.
Awesome. But also YouTube. What about YouTube? I mean, you do these projects, and I'm like, how did you learn that? I mean, explain that to people.
I like to go on Pinterest and YouTube a lot to learn DIYs, and they help me a lot.
What's a DIY?
A do-it-yourself project.
Oh, do-it-yourself project. So that's kind of cool. So you go on YouTube and you kind of learn from YouTube. So learn from somebody who's already been there, right? That's Kate. That's what I tell everybody. Just find a mentor. Find somebody who has what you have, and follow them, right?
Yes.
So it's kind of similar, right?
Mhm.
See how simple it is? Learn from the kids. Look at the kids. Keeping it simple. And last but not least, it's the whole concept of crawl before you walk, before you run. Okay, so for those of you who are home-based entrepreneurs, especially in the network marketing space, if you're new to the profession, that's great. You're crawling your way into it, but you want to get up to a cadence, right? So you got to crawl before you walk. Once you're walking and you got that confidence level, then you can go into a sprint, right?
Yes.
You like running, don't you?
Yeah.
You should have seen her running on the beach this morning, 6 a.m., chasing the little sky rats around, or the seagulls. It was kind of entertaining. But listen, it's all about youthful energy, and that's what we need. That's what we need in life. Life, as I mentioned last week, can be a ball of stress, and you know, it's all about that. So anyhow, Kate, you want to throw a plug into this?
Okay.
What do you think?
Get Ripple Marketing.
You know, it's fascinating. All 3 of my kids, none of them have read the book entirely. But Catherine came down to me this morning after we got home. We had breakfast, and she says, "Dad, I started reading your book." And I was like, "Okay, well, what chapter did you read, and why, and what was it?"
Chapter 8, Attending and Promoting Events.
And what did you learn from it?
I learned that you need, in order to succeed, you need to try and try again, and go to your next big event.
Which we have one coming up. If you're working with me, you know what it is. Dallas, Texas next week. I hope to see you there. But anyhow, sorry about all the outside noise, the wind. We're headed down here at the seashore. But yeah, like always, share. If you got value in this, share this. And one of the kids, Catherine, is today. She picks a winner, a random winner tomorrow to receive a signed copy of Ripple Marketing. So anyhow, listen, go out and have a grateful day. It's been awesome spending time with you. Today's a work day for me. This one's probably going to go down to the beach and hang out. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
We'll see you guys. Be well. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.